Hi everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It's time for We Care You Matter. I'm here with my friend Duffy Kopf, Duffy Kopf, and we're going to talk about WestonFishing.com, Weston Lures. And Duffy's the guy that got me started. He showed me the Weston Lures. When did you get tied up with these guys? About 2 years ago?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then a mutual friend of ours, Barry, he's the main man for that. So, and when you see something new or you see something different, you're like, oh, okay, fine. But when you see this, and I'm going to say this many times, Duffy's going to show you a lot of what we have here. You have to see these lures, you have to touch these lures, and you really have to experience these lures to appreciate the quality. That's how good these lures are. These are top of the line, top quality fishing lures. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Duffy, but I'm going to say it again. These are top quality fishing lures. So Duffy, go ahead, because I looked up some history, looked up some other stuff. You're going to give us a little of that.
You bet.
A lot of that.
And I'm excited to be here. This is kind of brand new. The company itself is in Denmark, and there's kind of an interesting history behind it. This is the current model of the original Jate. Was actually carved by Ingvar Weston in Sweden, and it was supposed to be a toy for his kids. And then things got out of hand a little bit.
And that started it.
And the pike fishermen in Sweden just started demanding and more from him. That's how the company got going. And the thing that is interesting about this is the fact that it is so high quality, and this one best represents what Weston is known for in a lot of these lures, and that's something called a Weston roll, where you really get that belly flash going. And we try to do it on the close-up cameras here, and we really can't do it to show it well. You've got to see these things move in the water to believe what they actually do. All the components are high quality, and that's why it became popular, because of that Western roll.
Let's go to this here and show some of this. We're going to do a bunch of this today because I just really want people to see, if at all possible, how nice the Weston lures are. It's just, but there we go, Duff. Back to you.
And the thing that I'm very impressed with is their overall philosophy is based on two things. That's passion and perfection. There is no cutting back for cheaper stuff or anything like that. Let's put the best stuff out there.
Yeah, and
it's now a well-established brand name and very trusted over in Europe. And now the stuff's starting to come over into North America. And the guy that's managing that, his name is Barry Stockhouse, and he is doing a real good job with that. And they now have a wide range of fishing equipment, including lures, rods, and other stuff. And you can go to WestonFishing.com and you can look at all that. And there are a ton of videos online that actually show the baits moving in the water and everything. You will be impressed.
And we talked about that. You'll get that roll. You'll get to see that what's called that Weston roll in the videos. They really show it the best. There we go.
Now, the things that I have here, because of my pike and my muskie fishing, are all fairly good sized stuff. But Weston also makes smaller stuff, walleye, bass, even panfish. And I just don't have any of them here because I don't use them that much. I do have some on order, so I'm waiting to get that stuff. But I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I already have in my tackle boxes. And I'm going to start out with one that I really like, probably the most of any of them, and that is Percy the Perch.
Do that.
Go ahead and show that, Dan.
Okay.
This is the hybrid version of Percy the Perch, and when this thing is moving through the water, and it does look like a perch, the head is a hard plastic and the rest of it is a soft rubber, and it's got a unique rigging system on there, and I'm going to show you a couple of rigging systems in a while. And this thing, when it is moving through the water, it looks so real I almost want to dive in and grab it. And I'm looking for a lot more success. I've got a couple more on order, and I'm going to be fishing these a lot this year. I'm just very,
It's a
very
perch.
impressed with
It's
that
it's
particular
a perch.
lure.
It looks exactly like a perch.
And it's clever names, very good. Percy the Perch.
Well, here's the other one. They feel, there's a feel to them.
Yep.
All of this stuff today,
and
it's got a feel
and
to
it's
it.
a quality feel.
Oh, God, yes.
That's the thing. Now, here's one of their, for lack of a better term, a swim bait that they have. It's this is kind of a neat color, and again, you get that feel in there.
Let me do this.
And that what I'm going to do is they have a very unique rigging system for it. Now, anybody that's fished for big fish a lot knows that every once in a while you'll hook up on one and it'll end up throwing the bait. All right? We're going to put a stop to that.
So you're going to rig it up on this camera, or do you want to use the other camera?
No, we'll use this one.
You're going to use this one?
Yep. I've got to get used to
Gotta
this.
come back a little bit.
This is, for lack of a better term, this is the jig. And you can see the little screw in there, and I'm going to insert that into the head of the bait, and I'm going to turn it in. And it kind of goes in by itself, and it's very, very solid. Once it's in all the way, it's very, very solid.
Yeah, Barry was showing me this at the show. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Okay, now, what I need is this is the rig. And this one, the bait's big enough where I'm using a double rig. I also have single rigs for some of the smaller ones. And all I need now is I've got a split ring on here. Hard to show that. All right, and I'm going to get that started.
Come over my way, little Duffy, and back it,
Okay.
back it up and come my way, and you'll be, oh, there you go. You're like king now.
All right, you get that split ring in there, and you're all set. And then, if you look at these hooks, from each hook, there's a little wire, and then there's actually two wires, and one of them's got a little barb on it, and all you do is take that barb and put it straight in. That barb holds that hook in, and then you take the back one and do the same thing. You leave a little bit of slack in there to maintain the flexibility built into the lure, and there you've got it. Now, when that big fish bites down on this, comes here, these actually will come out, and now that fish is still hooked, but he's got no leverage. He's got no weight or anything to throw against that hook to try to get away. And that's the real advantage of this, and it's so simple to do. My God, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, here, let's go back to this. What I wanted to do is Barry showed me how this all works and how that whole setup. It's the neatest thing I ever saw.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. So I'm glad you were able to show that and explain it, because this is such a neat setup. That, like I said, the quality is mind-boggling. The lure itself, but then your lure's not getting all tore up. That was the other one. And with the adjustments, it changes the action of the lure. You can go a little tighter. You can cinch it up. You can do a lot of experimenting with this.
And the thing is, you know, if you get multiple fish, and the bottom of the bait gets worn out a little bit from that bait, you just move it over a quarter, eighth of an inch, and reinsert it, and it's good to go. This is called, by the way, this is called.
We'll go back to this one. We'll go back to that camera there.
This is called the hypotes, and the big fish that I caught up there in Lake of the Woods, that's the first fish I've ever caught on a Weston bait.
So we're gonna go back to this.
Really,
there you go.
Really works well. And again, the thing I like about this, probably more than anything else, is when you're doing your figure eight and you start making that big turn, this fish will actually come almost belly up and then turn around again. So you get that big flash in there. It's a huge
And
trigger.
a paddle tail. You got that big paddle tail.
That paddle tail really gives out a lot of vibration and a lot of movement to the end of the lure.
Yeah.
So that's the hypotes.
But
All
Duffy, I want to explain to everybody, you can modify. It's not, you're not just getting something and you get what you got. You can modify this thing. You can play with it. You can do all kinds of different things with it. And it changes how it works and what it does.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the neatest thing.
You can play
it's the
with it a
neatest
little
thing
bit.
that you ever wanted to deal with.
All right, here's another one. Put it on that close
We'll
up.
go on that other camera.
All right, this is another really nice one called Mike the Pike. And you'll notice there are two line ties on here, one for shallow and one for deep.
Go the
And
other way,
this
just
is-
a little bit
this
this
is-
way. There you go, Duffy.
This is one of the bigger ones. It comes in a couple of different sizes. Let me check my records here. It comes in 3 different sizes. And I want to show you a picture of one of the guys I fished with up on Lake of the Woods. And notice in the mouth of that huge pike. That's a European pike now.
Yeah.
Guess what? They've got one of the Mike the Pikes right in his mouth.
Yeah,
It's
it-
unbelievable.
And it's so real. Here, let's do this because you can't appreciate. You got to see this thing to appreciate it. It amazes me. Now, here's the other one. You were explaining it runs deeper, it runs shallower by
Yeah.
where you hook it.
Right. It does. And then again, this is a hybrid where up to here it's a solid plastic. And then here it's all nice soft rubber. So you really get a nice wiggle out of the thing when that's going through the water.
Yeah,
So that's Mike the Pike.
Mike the Pike. There we go.
Now we're going to run into another
man,
one
this
here
is
that I
something-
really
this
like.
is- This is show them up on that one, and then we'll get with the other to appreciate this lure. So there we go. We got that, and then we'll go to the small. Let's go to the other one where you
right.
could do the close up. There we go. So now you can
All
show.
right, I got to show that tail first because it's got a
it's
little
unbelievable.
something different than what anybody else has got. And that little nub on the end does make a difference.
It's a paddle.
But this is what is called the monster tease. And again, you get that rolling action in there. You get that belly flash, especially on your figure eights. And this one comes pre-rigged. And it's really, I mean, when you go in, man, that is a big bait if you're going through. So if you're looking at comparing it with anything, that's a pretty big bait, but
Oh my
it really
gosh.
isn't that big.
Right.
And it's not that heavy. Let's see, what have I got in there? I think that probably is probably between 4 and 6 ounces total. So it's really not that big and not
Let's
that
go
heavy.
back. We'll go back to this camera here. I mean, this thing, all of these. It's just, and here it's
You got the
the same
two
thing.
connections
Yeah,
again.
you got the. It's just here. We'll go back and do that. And like I tried saying before, the quality of these lures. You got the 2 connections, so it runs deeper, shallower, and they're so the feel of them. It's just amazing. And now, did you put the hook in the back?
I put the hook in the back
So-
only because these normally actually will have a magnet buried in the body, so that will lay like
Oh,
that.
no kidding!
But I for in transport or whatever, you can see the hole there that was for that.
Oh.
Mine came out. I don't know where that went.
I'll be darned.
I'll put a little
Okay.
super glue on it when I find it.
Nice. This is something else. This is. I mean, come on, guys. All of these lures are really nice. What
All
else do
right.
we got here, Duffy?
Let's move on to the platypus.
The platypus.
Yeah. Now this is, you can use this for
We're going
trolling.
to this camera. Which
Yeah,
camera?
go to the small one again.
There we go.
You can use this for trolling, and you'll get down as deep as 25 feet. But I use it a lot. You get a point coming off an island or something that with the rocks progressively getting deeper. This is one you can use, and you want that to be going back and forth like that
You got to come over,
over
this
the
way.
rocks. And you can see that the lip on this one's starting to get worn because I've done that a lot this year on it. This is called a platypus, and again, it comes in smaller sizes also. that really has a unique action, and I think that's going to be a really good one in North America for Weston lures.
Okay, let's go back up here. Sean Forney's got a question. What's the durability like on these? I know my Savage ones only last maybe 3 fish, and I know these are a little more durable. That I do know. What is your durability on these?
That big fish that I caught up there, I used the bait that I caught that on for another 5 days.
Oh, you did?
Yes, and no problem at all. The only thing that gets cut up a little bit is where you are inserting the hooks in there, but it's such a small little hole, you're not ruining anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the other one with that is you've got here, let me show everybody. I want to show everybody, if I can, this. Is in that hook that you have also got a keeper. Can we see it, Duffy, or can we? There's a keeper right here that goes along with the, it's not just a spike that goes in there. If you're not able to see this exactly how it is, everybody, they've thought of everything with this.
Go
They
to the
really
videos.
have. Go to the videos. Go to the guys that do better at this than we do. But they have. They got there's a little keeper deal in there that keeps it from coming and backing out. And these are nice. These are really nice. So you fished another 5 days with this after you caught that fish.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, you're gonna do, and if you guys get into catching a bunch of fish, these lures only last. There's only so much life in them. You know, we're not saying that they're gonna last forever.
It's going to last for a long time. You're going to be impressed with that.
Right.
One of the lures that I'm really impressed with is the Monster Vibe. Now this comes with a big willow leaf, and it also comes with a double Colorado. And
let's do this.
This is so
let's
high
go
quality.
Back, show everybody that.
What the most die-hard muskie guys do as soon as they get a new lure,
back here, Duffy. We'll come back.
they're going to sharpen their hooks, because out of the package, those hooks are usually not very sharp. These hooks, right out of the package, are just as sharp as you want them.
Wow.
And the movement through the water, and then again, you have the flexibility of this.
Wow, you do. You get
working
double
this
hooks.
one a little deeper, and then the one with the double Colorado will work a little bit shallower depending upon the situation.
Look at that.
Yeah, and I throw a lot of spinner baits, and I'll be throwing these a lot.
Nice. And that's all stainless steel.
Yeah, that's high quality hooks.
That's all high quality. That's all high quality. Wow, I hadn't seen these, but I didn't see these at the show.
And actually, this
okay, let's do this.
That worm that's on the back hook on that thing is actually a Weston product too. It's called a ring tease curl tail.
Oh,
Now
wow.
you can use that. You could take that off and you could put on whatever plastic you want to on there. So that's the Monster Vibe. This one, I am very anxious to use this one. I haven't used this one yet. This is called the Raw Bite. And it really is a high, well quality bait. And you can hear, I'm going to cover up the hooks here so the hooks don't make any noise. Makes a lot of noise in the water, and they're using them over in Europe for a variety of things, but
let's do this. We'll go back to that camera, Duffy.
the guys that are using them, and the one guy I fished with, Luke Coppins, he likes these for big pike over in Europe. So this is called the Raw Bite. I would suggest everybody get one of these. I'm very, very anxious to throw one of those into the water.
Let's do this one more time before you put that down, because it is. Look at that. I mean, my gosh, look at that thing. And it's
Quality hooks.
quality hooks. Everything about these lures, like I said, I'm going to say it over and over. These are quality baits. Now we got some people, we got some comments. Adam, I like the keeper idea. I will certainly make that more of a long-term bait. Here's another one, and am I talking out of place by asking this? You could buy that system and use it on some other plastics or some other stuff that we buy here, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you could. I mean, it comes. I don't know if
Let's
these
do
are
that
actually.
there.
I don't know if these are available yet in North America, but once they're here, I mean, you're gonna stick that with that little barb in there. That'll go into any soft
Yeah,
plastic.
that's what I didn't know. I guess I should have asked that. We should have talked about that earlier. But it's just a great system. It's just a really good. These are all quality lures. I mean, and go to the website, the catalog. I can't say enough about the quality and how good everything is.
Now, this is one called the Shad Tees.
Yeah, it had them
And-
super sharp hooks.
This is the biggest version of it, and again, we've got that
So we're
rigging
gonna go
system on
we're gonna
there.
go to this one. Let's do that.
Yeah. We've got that rigging system on there.
Wow, it is.
And the action of those going through the water is just it's so much fun to fish them because they're fun. They're fun to watch move through the water. And it
Yeah.
really is. It's kind of a thin, wide
Oh, these are nice.
body.
You know, I can't say enough about, like I said, over and over, how good, how nice, and just the quality of these lures. What else have we got on here? Jason Savage, some big lures. Yeah, Jason, they are big lures. They're big lures, big fish. You know,
But-
what does it say?
But
Big
some
lures,
of them
big
come in
fish.
smaller versions too.
Yeah, you just brought the big stuff.
That's because that's all I have.
Because here's Duffy. There's Duffy right there. You chase the big dogs. So yeah, you're after the big dogs.
I want to
What
show
else do we
you.
wanna get
I want
on
to
this?
show you some of their unique lures.
Now, I want to ask a question about that one. Is that video on the internet that Barry had at the show last year where that they got the little ducklings are going across the water and you see this northern laying by a rock and
Yeah.
all of a sudden the little ducks go by and oh man, it goes bad for the little ducks.
That one, then that's really a very unique type of a lure. And then this one, I cast from last year. This was the hard bait winner
Yeah.
in North America, Freddy the Frog. Now, it's relatively long. I mean, you look at the legs on there and it's long, but when you take that, you can work it slowly through the water and you just get this real sexy side to side thing with the legs, or you can work it faster and it will create a wake, and in those lures, the legs are moving side to side, and I'm going to be I'm going to be using up all my time testing out all these new baits this summer is what I'm going
Well,
to
here's
end
the
up
other
doing.
one. Adam's on here. Adam, I took Adam over to show him just to show him the lures, but to show him the frog. And everything eats those frogs. I mean, and they got them in a bunch of different colors. That's not just that color. They've got a
No.
bunch of colors of the frogs, but the quality is so good of what Weston makes. It's really good
Yeah,
stuff.
and I didn't want to slow down this whole process with giving you a lot of details. You're not going to remember that anyway. I just wanted to give you an idea of the variety, but keep in mind they don't just make big baits. They
Right.
make small baits too.
They make, yeah.
I've got some of these on order, the curl tail, and I'll put that on an 1/8 or a 1/4 ounce jig, and you can see the smallest one is 2 3/4 inches, and the biggest one is 3 3/8.
Right.
So you're going to be able to do a lot of different stuff with that.
Well, another one I did, they got a catalog. They got a beautiful catalog online.
Yes, they
The
do.
catalog online is fantastic. And so looking at that catalog online, that'll get you order. That'll make you order. So, you know,
This is the North American catalog. They also have
Yeah.
a European catalog.
and they have a book version of it. You can turn the pages. If you go to the catalog
Oh, sure.
online, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really nice what they've done here. So, yeah, there's lots of good. Yeah, you can get in a lot of trouble looking at this catalog.
It'll
I was
take
looking
you a
at that
while
this
to go
morning.
through the whole
It's like,
thing.
oh man, this is nice. This is nice.
Now, what if I want to get some?
There, we're gonna post that. That's where we're gonna let everybody know.
As far as I know, the only place you can buy this stuff so far, Barry is making progress getting this going, but if you go to Raleigh and Helen's Muskie Shop up in Monaco, Wisconsin, they carry most of these, and you should be able to order it right online.
And they're great online. They are phenomenal. That's a big part of their business is online orders and what they do online.
And they will get them out quickly.
Yes, they will. And I want to explain to everybody this too. Get a hold of either of us.
Sure.
If you want some Weston lures, you want help with anything that has to do with Weston, get a hold of us.
Or just have
we
any
will do
questions.
whatever we can to help you get with Raleigh and Helens, get with whoever you got to get. If you want them,
Yes.
we're going to help you get them.
Yes.
If you got questions, we're going to help you.
Now, it's been a wonderful company to work for. The company took us up, and there were other guys with me, and we had 3 guys from Denmark and 1 from Belgium, and we, all 9 of us, we were up in Lake of the Woods last fall, and then we're going to do that again this fall. So this fall will be more of a complete line of stuff out there. We should be able to really put a lot of fish
You said you had a
into the
good
boat.
trip. You
Oh,
said
yeah.
you had a great time.
Yeah, the weather was miserable, but we had a great
And
time.
the people are great.
Yes.
You said the people are.
Yep, the people from Europe that are with Weston just were super people to get along with.
Yeah, this is all around good people, good products, good people. Everything is
Yep.
top of the line, top
Yep.
quality, top of the line. Did we cover everything?
I don't think we want to give them any more because
We
we're
don't
not
wanna
going to
give 'em any
remember it
more.
anyway.
So let's do this. We got the Muskie Shop
Yep,
where they can go to order. We've got Weston. That's what you want to look for. That's the logo. What else do we got to cover? We got to get our bases covered, Duffy.
I just right now do it, but as time goes on, more and more places are going to start taking on these
Right.
baits on the retail end, and I think it's a slow, steady progress. I'm not that familiar with the retail end of it because I don't have to deal with that, but eventually it's going to go. When you start seeing teeth marks in those lures, that's a good thing.
Good. It's just all around, like I said, top of the line, top quality products. So with that, are we going to say goodnight to everybody?
Yes.
Did we cover our bases?
Yep. Barry, I hope we did a good job.
Yeah, Barry, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You know, Barry can be hard on us from time to time. You know, so we're trying, Barry. And the other one I want to give my sales pitch is this: if you have a product that has to do with the outdoors, if you have a service that has to do with the outdoors, that's what we're here for. That's what we want to do. That's what this is all about: is helping people and showing everybody out there these products and talking about them. If you got questions, that's why I'm doing this live thing. You got questions? Ask us. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
For anybody that's got those products, if you've never done video and stuff before and you think, "Oh, I don't know if I can do
It's
that."
easy.
Hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, there's a couple of guys that I'm working on. They got great products, phenomenal stuff, but I can't get them because they don't want to do this. And it's like it's easy.
This is so
guys,
easy.
we're just talking.
I had to drive 40 minutes to get here. That's
Yeah.
the biggest hassle I
And
have
I'll come
today.
to you. Yeah, I just need good Wi-Fi. You
Yeah.
know? Or we got some spots now that we'll get set. If you want to do this, we'll do what we can to help you out and get you. I want to share with everybody your products. I want to share with everybody what you're doing.
And Dan, can't you go to their place
I can
and
go
do
there.
the video and then post it later?
I could do that. We're coming into that. That has to do with what I'm doing on YouTube with trending news. Is I can do videos and then I can go back and do. That's our goal here, everybody. Is I want to share with the world your products, your services, and what you're doing. I want to help. I want to help everybody. We're going to set it up so that this is going to be really good. So
It doesn't get much better than this.
no, it doesn't.
I'm very impressed
It
and I'm
doesn't.
very happy to be working with them.
Yes, the good people.
Thanks, people.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.